Now, just the other day on our Advice Media Network channel, make sure you go subscribe over there. All our channels is in our comment right at the bottom. If you scroll down on your phone, the first one that's got a pin on it, you just click them, all subscribe. On that particular channel, we covered a story by a teacher. Her name was Wendy Berlowski. Now, she had came out of class, and she stated at the time period, she called black people effing N-words, and that teacher got suspended, etc. And in that video commentary, I stated that it'll be another teacher either next week, this week, because they just can't help themselves. Well, here we go. Another teacher. Now, this one is named Bruce Bassetti. Now, on February 27th, it was at a school, Penns Grove Middle School, out there in New Jersey. If anybody know that school, or maybe your child attends that school, just letting you know about this. Now, they stated that on February 27th, that he was walking away from a group of disruptive students, and he said, "I'm not trying to deal with these N-words." That's what he stated. Now, the students were shocked when they heard that from him, and they didn't understand. They was kind of confused. These are 7th grade students, and hearing their teacher say something like this. Now, this teacher was a tenured teacher. In other words, he'd been there about 4 years. And at first he was suspended with pay when this happened. He put in his statement, etc. Then the board eventually came back and said that, well, he needs to be suspended without pay. And they also voted for him to be dismissed. But since he's a tenured teacher in that state, then he has to go through an arbitration process later on this year, but he's home without pay as of right now. But this is the thing. Our children, once again, and I'm getting so tired of saying this, you guys just don't know how tired I am repeating the same stories over and over and over and telling us the same thing. These teachers that's teaching our children, a lot of them are racist. A lot of them have bias against black children. They do. And they prove it every week. Just as much as I said in this story, it'll be another one. I promise you that. This won't be the last one. There'll be probably a few more just this week or next week. It's usually how it goes. They can't help themselves. They got to lose jobs, lose reputation, lose everything just to sit up there and call black people that one word. All the words that you could say about someone that's possibly get on your nerves, but you got to go to that one. You got a so-called education, but you can't figure out what the dictionary says about different words to address people. I mean, we got apps with the dictionary. I got a lot of apps on my phone, definitely a couple of dictionary apps. But sometimes I want to learn just new words to say in my commentary sometime that says other words. Sometimes I do that because it's good to expand your vocabulary. But the thing is, with this particular guy, it's not just him, and I've said this before. It is the whole setup and the whole system with racism and white supremacy. This is why we need to either have our children in private school, homeschool our children, have them in a charter school that's ran by us. And of course, the private school needs to be ran by us too. Or as I stated before, or the fourth option, which I don't like this option, but it can be done, that you have to constantly be up there at the school, that the teachers know who you are. You have to get politically motivated, run and get on the school board itself and try to address why you don't have black teachers in the schools with black children. Because the majority of teachers in this country are white, and that's done by design. It's not because you don't have black teachers going to school and becoming teachers. That's just not the case. It's not. They're doing this so they can have a control on the minds of our children. Because at one point in time, black folks couldn't read. Then they said, okay, we'll let them read, but we need to teach them. Black folks, because at one point in time, we were teaching our own. And we were much smarter every time you have schools that's ran by us, our children come out a lot sharper and faster. Why? Because there's no bias there. It's just trying to educate our children. So we are silly, very, very silly to turn our children over to these people, knowing the racism that they have. I'm glad that my little one, she don't deal with them. Not at all. I could not put my child in a school where they gonna be teaching her and, she gonna have to deal with bias and coming home asking about monkey and why they say I'm a slave. No, no, no. I'm not exposing my child to that. My child got black teachers. I'm happy that my child got black teachers. She's learning, man, she's learning so much. I mean, very, very fast. And I'm very excited about that. You know, but I say all our children should be learning in the same manner. We should. But for me, I just, like I said, I'm not going to just tell you in a video, oh, you do something. And I'm not, no. I'm not subjecting my child to that. No. Like I said, to me, what they do in these schools and racism is child abuse and mental abuse. I can't subject my child to that. Well, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this particular story. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to happen again. People throughout the world, you got to understand, these people are extremely obsessive and hatred toward black people. They have a lot of hate. Yeah, I know you may not understand it. We don't understand it, but that's just really what they do.